Hey everybody,
wow.
How you doing? Huh?
Thank you, I had no idea.
How you doing, everybody?
Oh, you came?
Everybody came, huh?
Okay.
You all showed up. Shut up! None of that. I don't want that.
That was a really good one.
That was good, huh? I
Yeah.
surprised you with the soundboard.
Yeah, so apparently you have a soundboard for this one.
I don't really know if I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I just put some tape on my keyboard acting like I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But this might not actually work.
Personally, I have no idea what you're doing, so
You
that was a good one, though. I really like audience.
You said you did a podcast once and they had sound effects and it didn't work?
and it didn't go through.
Well, maybe that'll be the same thing here. Who
Yeah.
knows? Welcome back, motherfuckers, to the, what is this show called, Will?
The She Didn't Text Back podcast.
I can't believe you're still wearing that shirt.
I know, dude. I wear this shirt all the time.
Why is that?
It's a really good shirt.
It is comfy.
If you don't know, because you're listening, because it's a podcast, it's the She Didn't Text Back shirt. This is not a commercial.
It's not, because we don't sell that shit anymore.
No, we know. It's been off for years, I feel. But yeah, the She Didn't Text Back shirt with that's drawn our faces, Starlene from The Office Truth, and Catacombs in the middle.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Mostly because on this mic right here, on the mic that I'm holding has like a pop filter type thing attached to it.
Yeah.
And if you can look right here, there's actually catacomb hairs on it still.
Wow, that's too sad. Oh, no.
Do you think
Put
that...
him in a bag, motherfucker.
Do you think that I can clone him?
Yes.
Like in 10 years when
like 50.
When there's just an app for cloning.
Got your dead dog's ashes? Throw him in this bitch. It's never the same.
That might be a reality one day.
Oh, it will be. Once we... it's not going to be good.
That's too much. That's scary for me.
Yeah, I think humans, we have to keep relying ourselves on things that are real. As long as we don't throw ourselves into the projection, and there are too many kids raised believing that the projection is reality, we'll be okay.
What's the projection?
Okay, think about this. Disneyland. You know I love it. What's my favorite things? I probably talked about it on every podcast I've ever been on. I think about this a lot.
You like looking at things without touching it?
There are two types of rides at Disneyland.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean. That's number one.
Indiana Jones.
Now, also, then there's Star Wars, the Star Tours.
Oh, yeah, Star
That's
Tours
a
is great.
projection.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Wait, so be like the movies where they're just sitting in a chair?
Yeah.
Like VR?
Yeah, like VR. And VR is really cool. I don't know. We just have to rely on real life and
but
real
what
things
if,
being
But
there.
what if in the future it's to a point where the VR... it's just like real
and
life.
You can actually touch
so
stuff.
It's not dangerous at all.
I feel like I should be one of the people that develops it. I should at least give it a try.
You should be the guy.
I know.
I don't know if you should be the guy.
I think I should.
What are your qualifications?
I love life. I know what it's like.
Okay, so you love life.
Yeah, that's all. If you
I saw your
that,
Instagram the other day where you're looking at a rainbow.
Oh, yeah,
What were you saying in it again?
I still feel the same about Miranda Cosgrove.
That's right. We saw her at the mall. Right?
Holy snap!
I was telling
did.
Right? Okay.
Completely forgot about that.
I was telling someone like 2 days ago that I saw her at the mall.
Yeah, and I knew that was Miranda Cosgrove from far away. You're right.
No makeup too.
Yeah, she was and had big glasses on.
And by herself.
Yeah.
She's pretty famous. I don't know if you should be hanging out by yourself.
Yeah, if you're my age, you know who that is.
Yeah, that's
I know
our girl.
Miranda Cosgrove from across the room.
I've seen her twice now. That's the second time.
Where else did you see Miranda Cosgrove?
Well, the first time I saw her, I was in a parking lot and she walked by me.
Really?
So, I mean...
Wow.
I
completely forgot about that. You know, hanging out with you reminds me of a lot of things that I blocked out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what else?
I mean, you keep reminding me of one by one.
Really? Is that, like, what do you mean?
Like, I was like, you know what? I'm going to forget a lot of things. And this brought me back.
You just, like, turn off your brain or what?
Yeah. It's a great superpower. It could be used for so much evil. That's why I know people like me are bad as fuck.
I don't know if I know how to do that.
It's not. I don't think you can choose.
I don't, like, overthink things, but I can't choose to forget something. I do forget things. I do have a bad memory sometimes, but I feel like, no, I can't actively forget something.
I'm glad that we're remembering
that
things
seems like
together.
a sociopathic
You know what's
tendency.
something that I remember that was
what,
funny?
motherfucker?
Being on that rooftop that one time. That guy, we were at some dude's, his house had like a balcony on the rooftop.
We were on a rooftop.
In Santa Monica.
Oh my god, that house was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
That was the best house I've ever, like party-wise, best house I've ever been to.
Yeah.
That motherfucker, you go in an elevator and that's the front door.
Yeah, which seems weird, but like, I don't know how you do that.
Yeah, that doesn't seem safe.
Yeah, it doesn't seem safe at all, but it's really cool.
I guess you only people getting in the elevator would be you or people that you want in your building.
It would have to have really good security.
Yeah, I'm sure he has to have a camera. He had a fucking secret room. Remember in the kitchen there was a fuck room?
Don't bring that up.
There was a fuck room in the kitchen.
No, you can't bring that up. Okay, what that is people's escape room. So when motherfuckers are like, I got the gun.
I didn't give him the address, did I?
I mean, we don't. I know. Okay.
I didn't say the name.
We can't even mention it because, like, if I had one of those rooms and I don't want people to ever say even where the room is, that's where he fucked up.
I think it's more like
don't bring it out for parties.
I think it's more like, hey baby,
what?
We in the kitchen. We having a good ass time right now. We had a couple drinks. You've been eyeing me. I've been eyeing you. I got a fuck room right there. Let's just go in there and see what's up. I think
that was very good. I'll give it to you. I don't know what that one is.
Do you like that one?
But that was a good one.
All right.
I have one too.
Okay, I want you to just follow you want to do the same one or a different one?
No, I wanted a different one.
Okay.
I was hoping when you can get my actual feelings on the rooms.
Okay.
So what we're talking about, if you don't know right now, is if you're a rich person, what you can do is make a room in your house that you escape to in case you're being robbed or there's an earthquake or something. This dude had one in his kitchen. You can open up a door and pull it out even bigger. The day's finally come. The North Koreans did it. And I'm only 30 miles away from the bomb. I'm so glad I got this room coated in steel. Run in here. Come with me, Catacomb.
Oh shit!
So that's
I love this thing so much.
I'm saying that those rooms are for if shit happens. It's not a fuck room. People don't. I mean, okay, it's also a fuck room.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
What did you say about North Korea?
The North Koreans finally did it, as we expected.
That's so bad.
I know.
I love that. So much. Okay, how come I go?
It's imminent.
Why do I go on Twitter every day, every single day? And Kim Jong-un did some shit. Every day, it's like a new bomb was sent off.
Yeah.
Is this a scare tactic? What is happening?
No, it's real. We're living in some crazy times. I'm reminded of a quote that Martin Luther King said.
Please hit me with it.
He said, even if I thought the world was ending tomorrow, I would still plant my tree. And that's why I'm here tonight.
Even if
I thought the world was going to end tomorrow, I would still plant my tree.
Does that mean, like, even if the apocalypse was coming, I would still do what I do because, like, what's the point of stopping? Yeah,
I still want to build things no matter what. Like, I still have to keep going. Like I've talked about this a little bit on some news show I was on, but a couple months ago they posted clips of the San Francisco burnt down at a ceremony. Humble. It's really sad. Like I'm really worried, but it's okay.
Shit's on fire here too,
dude. Like
you see Burbank,
dude. I was I went up to that spot in the hill that I like to go, and I was like, oh, I heard there's a fire. I come out and it's huge.
Oh, you can see it from there?
Yeah, dude. It looks like a volcano.
Holy, is it still going?
Yeah, it's still going. It's the biggest fire in Los Angeles history.
I really appreciate the firefighters.
I know, right? There's 1,000 firefighters.
I really appreciate them.
Thank you. Yeah.
Here's my question though, that I don't want to really Google. Yeah. I don't really want to ask anybody, but I'll ask you on a public forum.
Yeah, give it to me on this public forum.
So the fire is going, right? And they're trying to like keep it contained.
Yeah.
And then they're not doing that.
Speak it, Darren.
Yeah. Why is the fire taking so long to put out? I really don't know. That's not even a joke.
I don't know either. I think it's because the wind keeps picking up embers. So fires that they thought that they put out are being reignited.
And then it starts a new one.
And then it starts a new one.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. There's for those of you listening, Los Angeles is experiencing the biggest fire it's had yet.
Isn't that... Okay, so look at this. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
biggest fire ever in history in LA, right? Houston had the biggest flood. Is that weird? Do you think the apocalypse is happening?
And in North Korea, no. I just think I had a really emotional moment about a night or so ago.
Because you're sensitive.
Yeah, because I'm sensitive.
Right.
If like it looks bad in every single way.
What does?
Everything.
Oh, just at the world?
Yeah, the world. It just doesn't look
good. It really does.
It doesn't in an immediate sense, in an off sense.
The media, everything.
But we have to keep... It's never been so important that we keep making things. Like, I don't feel like I could be making shit right now. Like, I really should be doing something, but it don't look good.
Doing, like, what do you mean? Like contributing?
I should be contributing in some way. But, I'm so glad that I get to be an artist, and that's how I contribute.
Yeah, it's really fucked up, huh? A lot of stuff going on.
I'm hella worried, but the other day I was like, you know what? It's just Saturday.
I see that.
Hit it. The one thing, the other one.
Shit, I'm under pressure.
The one that we already did.
All right, which one? This one.
No,
Fuck.
that wasn't it.
Shit.
Okay.
This one.
The other night I was around noon. I just left the gym. I sat in my car and I realized it's just Saturday. I'm not worried. I should focus my efforts on doing the right thing. Being a good one. I think I'm in love with you tonight. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
really wish I had a fade out button.
I know.
Because it's too abrupt.
I know.
And we know that looks bad.
It does look
That
bad
looks
when you do
amateur.
That's embarrassing. Like, now it's like, do we clap?
Well, like,
or...
do we even upload this episode? Embarrassing.
It's working.
Fuck!
You know, have you seen John Mulaney's show that he did with Nick Kroll where they're like, we're gonna pee on the movie? They did a live performance.
Not stand-up?
No, it's not stand-up. It's like a live performance and they were dressed like old men.
No, I've never seen John Mulaney do anything but stand-up in that bad show that I only watched the pilot.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
unfortunately, wasn't good.
2014. Man, I still have the same TV.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wait, I was thinking the old TV, the big heavy one. Remember?
What big
Remember
heavy?
you had
The one that was just in the closet?
Well, we moved it from your apartment, but
Yeah.
that shit was like 500 pounds.
Yeah, never really used it. I
It
don't
honestly
think I ever
wasn't even that heavy, but at the time it was kind of heavy, but it was just awkwardly
did.
shaped.
Yeah, it was awkwardly shaped as well. You're right. You know, I was just hella weak.
You look like you're about to like attack me while you're sitting like that. You're stressing me out.
Oh, really? This is stressing you out? Damn.
You are so. Look at your shoulders.
Yeah.
Look how tense you
Yeah,
are.
I know, dude, because shit's happening.
One time, a long time ago, I was at Costco. I think you might have been there. We were on a lunch break or something, but Ava was there. And I was just sitting there chilling, and my shoulders were up like this. And Ava looked at me, and she was like...
That's a very you thing to do.
She was like, relax. Lower your shoulders. And I went like this. I was like, what do you mean? My shoulders are relaxed. And she's like, no, you're so tense.
Yeah.
So I lowered, okay, I'll lower my shoulders. And I go like this. And I lower it a little bit. She's like, you're still really fucking tense.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And I did that 6 times. But
6 times?
6 times I just lowered it
That's
slightly.
how long it took you.
And then when I finally got to like the natural state, I was like, oh, this is how you're supposed to sit?
Yeah.
And I just felt so relaxed and
Yeah.
so at ease.
Yeah.
I'm always like tense. I thought it was always because I'm tall, but
Yeah. I think it's what you're going through internally.
because Donald Trump,
Well, things like in the world.
just happening.
I also I've realized that it's weird to say this, but I've changed my body language in person. I used to have very bad body language.
Very closed off, yeah.
Yeah,
What is
but-
it now? Open up?
Yeah, I mean, I just do the best I can. It's still probably a little awkward.
I just do the best I
I do
can.
the best I can. I'm never gonna nail it. Like, I'm never gonna not be awkward.
I like that you're always just doing the best you can.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Like,
at this
honestly, you're
point.
just trying.
I'm honestly trying. Yeah,
Like, don't judge me. Don't get mad because I'm just trying my best here.
I'm just one of those people that consider themselves extra. So like everything I do, I just got to do it the best I can. Because let's be honest, I didn't have to.
I appreciate that. I wanted to I wrote it down in my phone because
Yeah.
I thought I was going to forget, but I didn't. But anyways, I wanted to bring it up.
Yeah.
Remember last week when you did some shit on Instagram?
No.
The daddy stuff?
Oh my goodness.
Can we please talk about that?
Oh no.
All I know is I got a text
Yeah.
from Will, and he said, "Have you seen the stupid shit I'm doing on Instagram?"
Yeah.
So I go to the Instagram, and I see he had a story, and he tagged some girl who I never heard of, but I look, and this girl has like what? How many millions of followers?
I think just 1 million.
Still a lot. Still a
Yeah.
lot. And Will, you applied to be her daddy? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, okay, so like long story short, I met her on like this island. Like this company was like, we got a boat, but it's an island and it's going
wow.
like from here to San Diego and it's about this TV show.
We want you to come make content. Or
Yeah,
what?
come make content.
Really?
Yeah. And then I met her there, and I had a great time. I was climbing up this pole. It was really awesome. It was a really cool TV show thing. And she was like, "All right, I'm about to do my video." And then she did some dance moves, and
She's a dancer?
Yeah, she's a dancer, and it's really incredible. And I've never been swooned like that.
Wow.
Like it just hit me. Like I'm usually like in person, I keep my composure, but I was like, this girl's incredibly talented.
Oh, you got a little scared or
I
intimidated?
got a little bit about myself. I had on this vest that I have that is like scraggly. Because it was supposed to be like a plane had went down type thing, and yeah.
What?
It was like Lost.
Oh,
Okay.
Kind of like what happened to us last week in Hawaii.
Yeah. Okay. But look. Point is, okay. So I had just got that vest. So we were leaving at the same time, me and that girl. And like this, I just bought the vest, so my tag fell off the vest.
Oh no!
And it was from Forever 21.
And it was on sale. It was $12.99.
And she picked it up.
Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah.
That's so embarrassing.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm never not going to be awkward. This is like this
You're
is
just
my
trying
life.
your best.
So I just walked on and kept going.
Wait, okay, so does she know that that was you? Now that you've applied to be, she understands that you've met before?
Yeah, we met there and we talked. And
she
I was
follow
like,
you?
Yeah.
Oh, she followed you?
Yeah, and we she gave me her number. And
oh, wow, you
I
her?
texted her that video first.
Interesting.
Yeah, because I was like, and then she was like, let me post it. And I was like, I don't know if I can post this. So I had to text my manager. I was like, I don't know if I could be doing this. Yeah.
Why couldn't you?
Since I don't know. It was just a little bit like, is this a good look on me? I wasn't sure if I said too much, if I was doing too much.
Oh,
like I said, good extra people have people that keep them in check and let them know, did you say too much today, Billy?
I see what you mean.
Yeah, I texted it to a couple people.
I think that it's important as far as like having somebody. That person is good for when you need to apologize. They write the shit for you. You know,
I know they never write their apologies.
They never write the apology.
They never write their
and
apologies.
Everyone's always like, "You did a good job, motherfucker." They did not write that.
Yeah.
They copied and pasted that. And if it was on TV, they were reading a teleprompter. None of that shit is genuine.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wanted to say, are you the daddy? Did you win?
I don't know.
Was there a prize?
It was weird. So the reason why that actually ended up happening was because I took that Monday off. I was like, I'm taking this day off. And see, when you let yourself, what's my mom say? The devil's idle hands.
Get the switch.
No, get off the idle hands is a devil's workshop. So since I had nothing to do, idle hands is a devil's workshop.
What does that mean?
Like if you have nothing to do, you'll get up to some dumb shit that you didn't have to.
You'll start making shit like for the devil.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like Santa's workshop.
Yeah.
And you got the elves and they're making shit.
I've never even thought about that. Do you think some of the elves are colored?
Like colored people, minorities?
Well, yeah, some of Santa's elves.
No, only whites.
I guess that's okay because it's really up north. And even if you don't think there's like none that defected from, like, nah.
What, defective minorities?
Like, I don't know. No. Like they were like, I'm from South Pole, but on the journey there, I became darker in skin because us elves live for hundreds of thousands of years. So it took me 1,000 years, and by the time I repopulated my whole elf family, by the time I got to the north, flying on an iceberg, we became dark. I'm Elfantine. I was made to make it to the North Pole. I don't know if I was going there.
This is amazing.
You just put me on. I was going like Beowulf.
You were doing like a Batman shit.
I was doing like a Beowulf.
I just felt like I had to throw an ad-lib in there.
I was doing an elf who was on a quest on a boat.
Look, I'm following my heart, and I don't need you coming at me when I do whatever my heart says.
I'm sorry. The light that you picked for this particular episode very much heartness.
It's called the Hotline Bling.
This is it really is the Hotline Bling, like it is.
I think these are important.
Yeah.
These are still the same lights that someone from season 1 sent me.
I think you got important things to say.
Really? About what?
Yeah. I don't know.
About my life?
Something in particular, but I believe that you got important things. No, please, little boy.
I just want to get home.
Do you have any candy?
I just want to go home. My mom said, don't talk to this man. Never talk to a minority after the 8. Never talk to a minority after 8.
Black guys.
We're gonna get in trouble with this shit.
I know. Oh God,
man.
I'd be afraid of shit. See, this is what you be having me do. Like honestly, Darren, like nobody be having me do shit like this.
What do you mean?
Like I don't know. Like we don't be doing this kind of like goofy shit.
Oh, you don't like get wild?
Do you know who you really are? And Ava too. If we were in the Mickey Mouse world, y'all are goofy people.
Oh, you did say that about you. What'd you say about Ava last time? Ava better not come home acting all goofy.
Goofy she is. Yes, she is goofy.
She is goofy.
Yes, she is goofy.
What do you mean we're goofy people?
Goofy. That's just I don't know. Like that's just how you are.
I guess
I am too.
I like Goofy, but I don't know enough about his personality to understand that.
That would be too much. You just fall on the spectrum of all of the Mickey Mouse people. That's the one you is.
So what you hang out with what kind of people? Like Ted Mosby,
Max.
Who's Max?
His son.
Who's son? Oh, okay, I got that. Sorry, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Goofy's son.
Yeah.
That's who you hang
Or maybe
out
it's
with?
just because you were him for Halloween twice.
Wow, I was him for Halloween. Wow. You make me think of old shit too.
See, right? That's what I'm talking about.
Man.
You didn't realize you blocked shit out too.
Oh, wow. Well, see, I didn't purposely block that out though. Because I liked that Goofy hat.
Yeah.
I missed the fuck out of Disneyland. Can I get a Disneyland sponsorship?
Right.
Somebody?
You know how incredible you gotta be?
Well,
I don't think that's a thing.
Man, imagine if
I'm trying to build mine.
I've seen like celebrities go to Disneyland during like normal hours.
Yeah.
When they're not famous enough.
Uh-huh.
Even though like there's every now and then there's photos of like Kanye West at Disneyland. And I'm like, how is that even possible?
I know, and he's just walking out there
How
because
do
he
you think
really
that's
likes to
possible?
go. He really likes to go.
But how is he not getting stopped every 10 seconds?
I think he's just got a swarm. I think he has to just go.
Oh wow, do you think he has bodyguards
Well,
circling
for
him?
sure. He definitely doesn't go alone.
That makes it so not fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Man, his life must be internally difficult.
Remember when we would go to Disneyland on work days and just pretend we were sick, and
Holy shit.
we would just like go and like look
Yeah.
around and just like you kind of just like
And that's
get
why
lost.
it was so good. That's why it was so good.
Man.
For a place to zone out and just look, it's so much better for that when there's nobody there.
You still have a pass,
such a
right?
I do. I think I have to cancel it now, though.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I just don't have
broke?
that much money. I'm just gonna. Let's be honest.
Oh shit! All right, let's
I don't
get
have
real.
Disneyland money at the moment.
Damn, yeah, Disneyland money, that is a priority. That's a
Yeah.
priority to some people, but to
Yeah.
other people, that's a luxury.
And you have to be with other people who also have it because you'll never go by yourself. I have learned.
I hate going to Disneyland with broke ass motherfuckers, and I've been one of the broke ass motherfuckers, so I can speak on it.
Yeah.
But when you're trying to get a churro and they're like,
I can't get it.
it's like you are ruining my shit. I'm just trying to eat a churro without guilt.
I don't mind ever getting somebody a churro.
Oh, so you can make me look bad, huh?
Yeah.
You're trying to dog, you need to get off of me right
Oh my
now.
god. Your dog is beautiful though.
She
no,
is.
but yeah, we used to have the best times there because because you were the producer and let us just go. How could they knew they had to know if the producer and the host are just gone the same day?
And they live together.
and they live together. I don't know how that was okay.
We
but,
just do whatever we want.
yeah. But you know what? We still kind of do.
I think you got to live your life like that. As long as you're not hurting anybody or hurting yourself,
As long as you're doing
or breaking the rules.
as
then
long
I
as you're
think
planting your tree.
tell him, Will.
Oh, as long as you're planting your tree, you still you went to drink some water and I didn't really have a line.
I needed you to prepare because my throat is kind of itchy right
Yeah.
now. I don't know why. I don't like it. It's not a good sensation. And
Do you think we're doing okay?
I think we're doing great.
Okay.
Can I have this in the background?
Yeah. Oh goodness, that helps so much. Thank you.
Let's just bring it down for a bit. Let's get vulnerable. Did you do anything scary since the last year?
No, I've always been. I'm sure you know I'm a person who doesn't do scary things.
But every now and then you might fall into something scary.
Huh. Yes, I did actually.
Really?
God, and I'm not okay with it.
What happened?
Oh God, I've only talked about it once and only mentioned it once. No, twice since it's happened because I'm embarrassed of it. I honestly think it's nothing even bad. But I'm just so fucking sensitive.
Yeah.
I'm like when I fuck up a little bit, it hurts me internally.
Really quick, I don't want you to forget where you're going.
I know what it is.
But something I noticed about you that's very interesting is you're not a person that ever gloats. You're not a person that ever really, like, if you walked down the street before you parked your car at my apartment and you saw Chris Brown, you might tell me now because we're on the podcast. But I feel like things like that, you just kind of don't. If something happens, you just go, "Oh, that happened," and then you store it in your brain and never think of it again.
Yeah.
Do you think is that right to you?
Yeah, I'd say yeah. I mean, things have moments when they really do need to come out.
And you need to share it.
Yeah.
But like things happen to you and you're totally comfortable not sharing it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever noticed that, but you're pretty good at it.
Oh yeah. I think it's for me. Something's just for me.
Ah.
Yeah.
Damn, do I have anything just for me?
Yeah.
I need to work on that. Anyways, what was the scary thing that happened?
I have something that I want to explain that explains that, but I'm just really not there yet.
What do you mean?
It's like I know that there's some thoughts that I think that really is it. Some thoughts are really far back, and I'm just not into explaining it yet. I think I procrastinate as a person, and it affects me in different ways. But yeah.
So what's the scary thing that happened? Is it good that these birds are still going?
Yeah, I like the birds.
I like the birds too.
Yeah. Okay, I went to there's this building that I always wanted to live in the Bay Area. And you could see it from the freeway, and I've always thought it was so beautiful.
Ooh.
And I was like, I'm older now. I've rented several apartment places. I know what I can just go in.
Yeah. You're a man.
Yeah. Okay, that's all I want to say.
Wait, what?
That's all I want to say. It's not even that good.
What's the scary
That's all
part?
I want. I got scared because I didn't do something I wanted to do. I really will talk to you the rest about it. That's all I want to leave it as.
Oh, interesting.
I'm embarrassed of it. And I didn't do anything that wrong, but I could get in trouble for it. But I want to wait out a little bit.
See, that's another thing you do.
Yeah.
You're afraid to say in certain things in weird situations. I mean, right now there's a mic in front of you, so it's understandable.
Yeah.
But you always think, like, something that happened a year ago, if you say it on a podcast, the cops are going to come looking.
I know. You never know.
You're acting like this is a current case.
Yeah.
And they got like 20 feds on the case.
I know everybody has forgotten but me. But
no one has thought about it.
No, really though. Okay, honestly, somebody else was with me and I didn't bring up their name. And I reminded them and they didn't even remember. I'm like, well, they remembered, but they were like, oh yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, we did do some shit.
Yeah,
huh?
But just for me, like as a person who likes no hijinks.
Isn't it weird that some people's life
is based on
daily
hijinks.
They do some shit. Daily.
Yeah. God damn, that would be so fucking exhausting.
And really, sometimes for some people, it's not even intentional. They just slip into some dirty shit.
Yeah, and it's really sad. And we could take that real far and get real with it. And like, it's real sad when that happens and they become vagrants of the night.
And then it becomes their life.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Damn, we're so fortunate that we have these lives.
Oh, there's so much fortunate. Did you go outside today?
Not a lot, but I did.
It was beautiful, especially around sunset. Yesterday was like a heater, but yesterday was today was absolutely beautiful weather.
Yeah, when I right before you came here, I was driving from a friend's house, and so I guess I did go outside. It was like sunset, when the sky's purple and shit.
Yeah,
and I was listening to Drake, and I was like, "Oh shit, this life is cool.
It's absolutely
this
beautiful.
shit is actually beautiful."
Yeah. Yeah.
And I fucking, I hate driving, but that moment I was like, I can drive forever.
Yeah, and oh goodness. I'm so glad you had that moment. Like, I really do think we need to take these times to appreciate what's around us because we may not have all of it forever. And I do believe things will get better, but what we will, in the future, we'd appreciate it if we took the time right now to appreciate what we do have now.
Like, don't take it for granted?
I think actively appreciate it. Like, literally taking time to say, oh, I'm glad that all the things in my imagination that are there are still there.
I was reading on Reddit, speaking of imagination, the other day, and there was a girl who's doing an AMA, and I forgot what the thing that she has is called, and I've never heard of it before, but she doesn't have an imagination at all.
Oh my God, why did you say that to me?
She can't imagine anything.
Oh my goodness, are you serious?
Yeah, and I think that's
incredibly interesting.
At least with like other things, not that I can
I'm so sorry I reacted like that, but that's incredibly interesting.
With other type of, I don't know what I call it, disorder. I don't know what it is, but with other things, you can at least slightly imagine it. The birds went away. You can slightly imagine what it's like to have that, maybe to the smallest degree, but not having an imagination.
That's so beautiful.
I don't know what the fuck is that like.
I know exactly where I'm putting that one.
Really?
Yeah.
But you think that's how do you think that would affect you?
I really don't know. I really love my imagination. I've looked into things like that and like the brains. And I've always thought about like if my brain had become damaged, how sad I would be. Mm-hmm. But I would still try to do my best at whatever I could.
Because is being creative and being imaginative, is that the same thing, or is that on the same spectrum, the same part of the brain, or is that different? Can you still be creative?
It's certain types of creativity are in certain parts. You really have to know all about the brain, but you could damage parts of your brain. Like I read in this book recently that a person, I forget how they damaged their brain, but they could only see motion. So they were blind, but motion. And that's because
like everything was a blur?
So like if everything was still, nothing would happen. But if you got up...
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, that's scary.
Yeah, it really is scary. I mean, you'd still do some pretty incredible expression if that person was able to get themselves to expression. Mm-hmm. But that's incredibly interesting. I'm glad you brought that up. I have to look that up.
Have you heard of the thing that Kanye West says he has where he can see music? He can see color, I believe, is what it is? Is that sorry. I think it is music. Hear color and see music. I think that's what he says. Which I find that incredible. Like, I don't know what, like, he's for sure, I can get there with some acid if I wanted to do that, but that seems too scary.
You know that girl that I used to love? The one that you brought up recently, and I was like, I haven't thought of her in a while. She had that.
She has that?
She'd be like, or what was it,
really?
taste? She was like, I could taste music.
What the fuck?
I was like, what? Yeah, those things are really interesting.
Is that real?
I think so.
What would it taste like? Like how are you?
Well,
because it's not on your taste bud.
Yeah.
And maybe that's not hers.
Yeah.
Maybe hers was.
Or maybe
I could
it was.
see it.
Yeah, I forget what it was. Yeah.
But even then, how are you seeing something that's not there?
I think it's you just condition yourself to. I think like artistically creating, it's a lot about the inner vision, which is something I've looked up a lot. And I think it's just you confuse your inner vision. Because like you probably had thoughts that had color to them. Like more often, like every once in a while, you'll have a thought that like really gives you a mental picture, and it has colors. I mean, I don't think we hold on to it very long because we use our eyes for real things.
But I mean, I could see color,
Yeah.
but I can't see music. I mean, I can see music written out, but he's saying like the actual when he's listening to music, he can see it.
I think music activates his visual senses, is what it is. Which is possible, which is definitely possible.
I think Kid Cudi says he has it too.
Like, you know when you're writing a song and you are like painting the story in your head? I think it's like that, the as much condition that you give your inner vision sight story, the person listening will also give it that much inner vision sight story.
Interesting.
That's why really good songs are written well. And that's when they're short, it's incredible.
Yeah, there was another guy on that post, and he was talking about how when he listens to music, he has very, very vivid, when it's music he likes, he was very specific on how if it's anything on the top 40, that it doesn't work and it's bullshit. You know, there's people who hate everything on the top 40, which that's fine if they don't like it, but it's so, they like really passionately hate it. But anyways, he was saying that the music that he likes, he has very, very vivid visions of what the music in his head is doing. Like he makes a short film essentially. He said to the point where he can't even drive a car because he loses all focus on
his
reality.
Inner vision becomes his
Isn't that fucking crazy?
Yeah, that's really crazy too.
That sounds scary.
We should build our own X-Men.
We should what?
Build our own X-Men with these people. They could be incredible
to be
artists.
our friends.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean just like in general, like this is what scientists should work on?
Yeah.
Call Elon Musk.
I mean, these things can be developed in times when we're not at war and can focus on developing things on the inside.
Oh, shit. You deserve a... Give it up to Willie Haynes.
Thank you. Give peace a chance. Give peace a chance.
Sorry, go ahead.
You know, that's a part. You remember Give Peace a Chance?
William Haynes? And I saw it, you know, on Amoeba Records, how they have Give Peace a Chance.
Yeah. Oh, is it still there?
Yeah, I saw it like yesterday or something when I was driving by.
When my dad forced me to come down to LA and look at film schools, I saw that when I walked out or wherever, and I was like, oh, maybe I could come to LA.
Is that when you started saying that? Or was that
prior? That was like 2011.
I thought from the Beatles.
Yeah, it's from John Lennon.
So I thought that's why you started saying it, though.
Yeah, I got it from that song, and I was like, that's the dopest thing in the world. And then I found out things. And then I was
found out about life.
I'm like, oh, he's a real person.
It could be peaceful, though. Life could be peaceful.
I
like
really,
a Buddhist.
Yeah, life could be peaceful, but it's so like, yeah.
They go for weeks without speaking.
Yeah.
That's Buddhism, right?
I mean, I'm sure a couple religions
Man,
do
this is like the seventh thing that we've been talking on here, like matter-of-factly, but we don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
I mean, sure, there's a Wikipedia that can say everything is wrong that we've ever done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wikipedia sometimes wrong, too. You know that?
Oh, yeah, everything is wrong sometimes.
I still don't understand why Wikipedia allows other people to edit posts.
Uh-huh.
Have you heard of like the people who like change one small thing every day?
Oh, no, this is like what I do. It's like I like to mess things up.
There was a guy, Sam was telling me about him, and I might be remembering incorrectly, but there was a guy who, I forgot what state, but fucking any state, he every day made it slightly bigger. Just went in and made it slightly bigger. And so when they looked at the map, you know, after like 6 months of doing it, that state was too big. You know what I mean? But if he does it incrementally...
Where did he work?
No, this is a guy on Wikipedia.
Oh, really?
He was just going in and taking the photo, like whenever you type in United States or whatever, you know how a photo pops up? He was just taking one of the states and slowly making it bigger every day and really editing funny. It. But like, it's interesting. That's really funny. He's really in it for the long haul, the long con.
And as if those people haven't been doing that since forever. You don't think people have been pulling this shit since forever?
But like, why? What? Why? What's the point?
Like, you know, probably back in the Greek and Roman days, there were guys that were like, I know exactly what type of paper this is.
I know exactly what I want to do.
I know how I want to change history. And then we would never know. Oh my goodness. Where are you going, E.T.?
Mom, are you coming home tonight?
Not that one.
Did you leave me any money for some pizza? I promise I won't talk this time.
I don't know, Darren. I don't know what to do. I don't know where you're taking me on this one.
I was just kind of thinking about my childhood.
Thank you so much for that. That was some self-expression for sure.
Yeah,
I've been thinking about making a scary movie only today. I've only had this idea for the past 6 hours. I can tell you everything about it. But I also want to say that you're different.
Really? Why?
Yeah, you feel different.
What do you mean?
You're not exactly the same. You're different.
In what sense?
You changed a little bit, and it's good. It's good.
We all change, but what do you mean?
You like different stuff that you didn't used to like.
Like dick?
End the podcast. What if we just ended it right there?
We could.
And that's okay.
We have full control.
That's okay, but then what about all the things that you've been saying?
Stop trying to change the subject. How am I different? You can't bring up that statement and then not be specific. Let's get into semantics.
So you like the Beatles now?
I fucking love the Beatles. Man, so special to me. And it's such a newfound thing that I love.
Years ago, you didn't like the Beatles.
No, and it's weird because growing up, because everyone shoved the Beatles down everyone's throats, I was like, fuck the Beatles. And then when I got older, I not that I didn't respect their music, but I respected music in general. So I was like, I understand why they're popular, but I still don't fuck with them. And I like Michael Jackson. But now I see a whole new world. And Steve told me for years, and everybody else, there would be no this without the Beatles. There would be no this without the Beatles. And I was like, fuck, I get it. But now I truly get it.
You know what? And I don't know what they mean when there would be no this without the Beatles, because I'm sure there's a lot of that, but I'm just not, I don't know those things. But I know about the Beatles.
When I went to watch the Cirque du Soleil show, I always say that shit wrong.
That's okay.
Just watching the show and just being fucking...
You're doing great.
Being in it, I realized so many melodies that the
really?
Beatles songs were in other songs. Like there's a Sublime song that they use a Beatle melody, and I fucking I can't think of it right now, but I couldn't believe it. This song that I've been listening to since I was a kid, my brother's favorite band was Sublime, one of them, and we would always sing this song, and it turned out to be a fucking Beatle melody.
Wow, you had no idea.
It's not the same lyrics, but it's the same exact melody, so it sounds the same.
Yeah.
I was fucking blown away. That's happened like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
That I was like, oh my god, the Beatles did this first? It's truly amazing. I wish that I hope, I still have a lot of time. I hope with whatever I end up doing, when I'm 90 years old, I look back and I'm like, oh, should I change something?
Yeah.
Whether it's small or big, I don't know.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like I want to change something.
Influence something, yeah.
Powerful.
I heard Gucci Mane say a lyric on one of his songs, and he was like, so many Gucci clones.
Oh, there are.
Really? Yeah. I was like, there aren't any Gucci Mane
Really?
clones.
I think there are Gucci clones, yeah. And I also feel like...
I feel like he's so unique. Who sounds like that? Yeah, I know he has 1,000 songs.
But look at trap music.
Oh, you're right.
And it's evolved, just like anything that Beatles influenced.
You're right.
It's the modern version, but...
Which is the exact other spectrum.
It comes from it. And
you're right. So
it's so
weird. where's the line of influence? And, I think everything is, a lot of artists will tell you everything is like something else, you know?
Yeah.
But not everything.
Do you remember back in, I don't know what year it was, maybe 2014, when trap music was just the hi-hats?
Yeah, we didn't like it.
And I used to always tell you, I was like, I fucking hate it.
Yeah, because the hi-hats were too loud.
It was weird. Now we have like those 808s and like there's very specific trap music things. But back then, it was just hi-hats.
Yeah.
And it was so fucking annoying. It was like hi-hats and like a bad beat.
Yeah, definitely the hi-hats were not good enough.
But it has evolved so much.
Oh, 100% incredibly.
But also, do you notice that it's evolved to the point to where it's now plateaued? And I haven't seen anybody do anything new with trap music.
Right. I agree with you. And also, I think the platform, too, like the type of cell phones and like speakers that we had at the time just weren't like cutting it. Because there's some old stuff that's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. I remember I really didn't like trap beats, but they're good. But you're right. They're not as good.
It's weird. Like, why? How come it stopped evolving? Or maybe it's because we're in it and we're thinking about it. But like, when you look back 2 years from now, you'd be like, oh no, there was that artist that came out. I don't know. Just like these artists like XXXX, whatever the fuck his name is. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? I just, that kind of music, you know, if you're into it, that's fine. But I'm not into it.
Yeah, it's, that's what I was talking about. Inner vision. Listening to music ever since I started making it, it really has changed me how I listen to music because it activates my inner vision, and it really bothers me when people make music that's like sorry, I got triggered for a second. Music that is not, it doesn't put good things in people's brain. It just hurts my feelings.
Oh, so like gangster rap or like
no,
things like
and
that?
It's different. I just think when you have a platform for people to listen to, you want to say good things. And I don't know. I spend a lot of my time as an artist, like trying to curate things that I like, that I find beautiful. And when people just get up there and lyrics is lyrics. So
I was writing today, and I wrote a lyric that I was like, maybe that's not like, maybe that's not a good thing to say, but not because it was bad, just the way that it was put. Yeah. And again, not negative in any way. I was just like, well, maybe there's a better way to say that. And then I thought about it, and I was like, but this is how I would say it.
Yeah. So and it's really up to judgment. And, and it's just, expression is expression.
Yeah.
So.
And what I learned from that is I was just like, these artists that I really like Frank Ocean, I think Frank Ocean is one of the best artists out right now, as far as like good. Pop music goes.
Definitely.
I was like, man, why does he sound so different than everybody else? His melodies no one makes melodies like Frank Ocean. I was like, oh, it's because he's just literally doing what he feels is right.
Yeah.
He's like just following what his heart is telling him.
He has to take his time with it too.
And that's why no one is ever saying like, oh, you sound like Drake or whoever the fuck, because he's just being
like
him. So like today, when I was writing and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't do it like this because this isn't how that stuff sounds on the radio. When I thought about it, I was like, wait, but like, if I want to really like be as good as I can be, I just got to do what I think is right. Yeah. And I just got to like keep doing that.
I agree with you.
And eventually it's going to be really good.
Thank you. Amen. Thank you so much for that. Thank you.
You just got to be yourself.
Thank you. I agree with you. Thank you. And I just believe in giving the best version of yourself possible. And I wonder in like how I'll make music and like I over time and things, just like I just always want to do something that I think is good. And it's hard. And you just hope that someday that what you think is good is also what other people think is good too.
That's the ultimate goal, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about your current? Have you talked about, or do you want to talk about your current?
Yeah. I mean, it's getting real close.
How far out? Not as far as release, but like as far as everything's done. Like you have a file with all of them.
I'm really close to getting things done.
Like
on my 80%? Next music project. I'd say at least.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's always a good place to be in.
Yeah.
Every time I'm in that place, it's a good place, but I'm also always stressed because I announce the deadline, but I do that to kick my ass into gear, so I finish it. Because if I don't, not that I'm pretty self motivated, but not that I won't do it. But if I know I have to finish it by a certain time, like I'll make sure it's done.
That's exactly where I'm at now, and honestly, it's activated some nervousness. Like I haven't been nervous about this at all. Like this is one of the first projects I've made that I was like, you know what, I'm not going to think about this at all.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. Well, my last one, my brain was activated a lot in it. But this one, I was like, I'm not going to think about what I'm saying. I'm just going to do it. So, like, my friends will be like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know. I haven't considered it yet.
Oh, you have friends ask you, like, what that means?
Oh, yeah. My friends hear my music all the time. If you're in my house, you hear it because, like, you got to.
Ava's only the one. She's the only one that asks me specifically. Well, honestly, I have 2 new songs that are they don't sound sad sonically, but the lyrics are a little sad.
Oh yeah.
And I just wanted to like do the juxtaposition.
Yeah.
But I played them for my sister in the car, and she was like, one of the songs is questioning like and talking about death and like being afraid of dying.
Oh, interesting.
But in the sense of like, not that I'm like, It's not like a depressing song, but it's just in the sense of like, man, that's going to be scary when that eventually happens.
That's an interesting place in your life to be.
So
and it's honest.
Yeah, so I made that song and I played it for my sister, but I didn't give her any like, warning or anything. And then after it was over, she was like, oh, that was really good. Are you okay? And then I was like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah.
And she's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. And then the next day she texted me and was like, are you sure you're okay? Do we need to talk? And I was like, no, I'm fine. Which I like.
Expression.
Yeah, like I appreciate her doing that. It's very nice of her. She cares. But it's interesting.
You have a nice sister.
Yeah. Sometimes it's weird because the things that I say on record, I probably wouldn't say in real life or put it that way. So I guess it's just an interesting. Especially if your sibling is saying things on a song like that, I guess that could be.
Yeah, I mean it's alarming. You would want to know.
Like think back when you were a kid. Your sister was making rap music when you were a kid, right?
Oh yes, my whole
life. So like, what if she was like, "And I'm on the block shooting motherfuckers"?
No, you know what? She never did that. You're right though.
How would you feel though?
Everybody in my family is pretty woke that she started cursing on this stuff, and we were like, Jasmine just curses a whole bunch, but she was never lying. Jasmine never lied on the track.
Really?
Yes, Jasmine was keeping it real. I remember she had some tracks about her friends when they was getting into middle school drama.
Really?
Yeah, because back when we had the Pink House in Richmond on Cutting Boulevard, my dad one summer, I don't know how he did this. This was years ago. Turned it into a studio. You may remember. So our garage was half a computer.
You asking if I remember?
I mean, I don't know if I ever told you about this. I mean, I'm sure I had to have. Yeah, he turned in Richmond in the ghetto. Our our garage was half studio.
Okay.
And the other half was a computer lab with a green foam background that my dad said I would be able to use as a green screen, but it was definitely not a thing. Especially because it was ridged.
Wrong
it was ridged.
Shade of green.
But no, it was the right shade of green. But that's how he activated our lives.
Really?
I had the Mac computer on the side, and Jasmine had the studio. And she had songs about like her friends in middle school that were like being mean to her and them not understanding. So like that was like Jasmine's first diss track.
Damn, you can't say that your dad never did anything.
I know. My dad always, I was always
shit.
like, he cares about her more because he got her studio and I just got like a laptop.
Dad, he tried.
Oh, my dad always tried.
Again, going back to what you said earlier, that's what being a father, at least from someone who's not a father, but I am an uncle, but like that's not saying shit. But all I'm saying is like being a good dad, like at least try.
Yeah, my dad definitely. Yeah, the thing is about my family is I find we're very secretive. Like we don't talk about our days.
That's what I was saying earlier about like you not sharing things. You're secretive.
It's just from my family.
Yeah.
We don't express details whatsoever.
And I love details.
Yeah, you do.
I pull the fucking details out of you.
Yeah, you do love details. You do love details.
Yeah, my family was secretive too, though.
Yeah. We don't. So that's why I always wanted that for my family. I wanted details, but my dad set me up to have such a thing to express something else.
Do you ever since I've known you, I don't know if it's different now, but you always wanted kids. You still want kids, right?
Oh, and you know what? I didn't for like 2 or 3 years.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, no, I'm not on that. And I'm back on it. I was like, I could do that.
What kind of father do you think you would be? Do you think, not to get too deep, but like, do you think you would be more like your dad in the sense of like, how do I word that? You know what I mean?
Yes. I would need to be older to do it. Like my parents were both like 36 when they had me. So I think in order for me to be a good parent, I would need to be very much older to do it. But there's no way my kid would be good. Me and my sister were very good. There's no way my kid would also grow up.
Why is that?
I just think probability wise, I'm just wouldn't be smart enough to have a kid that was like scared as fuck to not do anything like me as a kid.
It'd be so interesting. I can't even imagine it.
I don't know what I would do. Like, cause like if the kid doesn't listen, I'm fucked. I'm not one of them spanky parents. So like
or stern
at all. So that's what I'm saying. Maybe when I'm like in my 30s, I'll be able to be like, I'm a man now.
You're gonna be like, go to sleep, and then you're gonna be like, fuck you. And you're like, all right.
Oh my god, I've never said anything like that to my parents.
It makes me sad when I mean, most of the time I see it is on movies, but you'll see it like in a parking lot or something when a kid like just straight up disrespects the parent.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like,
I know,
that's
it's
heartbreaking.
Yeah,
and I'm sure like maybe I had my moments. I'm sure I was a good kid.
We all had our moments.
Yeah, I'm sure I had a moment where I did some shit to my parent.
Yeah,
and like when you're a kid, you just think like, oh fuck it, they'll get over it.
Yeah,
but that could have like scarred the parent. Like imagine you were like, Mom, you're a bitch. And for the rest of her life, she's like, damn, she called me a bitch once. Like,
I've definitely messed up my parents a little bit. And I was thinking about this the other day, and I might have talked about it on our last podcast, but I remember there was a time where I wasn't cool with my parents. Like I
remember that.
Yeah, we weren't seeing eye to eye. We definitely do now, but it's it's at a distance.
But that's you being young.
Yeah, that's just me being young.
When people grow up, they learn to appreciate. Well, they learn that like, oh, my parents. They just wanted the best for me.
They just wanted the best for me.
If you have good parents, there are shitty parents
who really
are not good at all.
Yeah.
But if you have good parents, like you realize.
It was because it was at a time that we were detaching from the details. Like you didn't know how much detail.
Should put that in your pocket.
Detaching from the details.
Yeah, that just rolls off the tongue. Nice.
Okay, you know what?
Put that in your little baby pocket.
I do have a space for a bunch of stuff.
I think. Do you want to do questions? What do you want to do?
My brother just texted me, y'all all right out there, man.
Your brother that I met?
Yeah, my brother lives in San Antonio, and I texted him last week, and I was like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, "Yeah." Now
they're
he's
not
texting
affected,
me at
are
5
they?
o'clock. No, he's cool.
They're cool.
Yeah.
Oh, now he's texting you because of fire.
Yeah. Yeah.
Damn.
I'm gonna send him that photo that I showed you the other day. Did I send that to you?
What photo?
Oh, it's a photo. Never mind.
Why
am I texting on the podcast?
Why are you texting on the podcast? I met your brother once.
Yeah, in Texas.
I don't remember his name.
Jakeem,
that's right.
Yeah,
we had fun as fuck though.
Yes, we did.
Do you remember what we were doing?
Yes, we were with the speakers.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Thank you, Ricky, for setting up the speakers.
That was the greatest house I've ever.
It really was. That's where we made the ping pong video.
We went to I almost called it Sheet and Text Back. We went to South by Southwest to do a Sheet and Text Back live.
Yeah.
In Austin, Texas. I had such a great time.
But
god damn. Damn.
But did we go to Texas twice, or was that all in one trip?
That was all in one trip.
But we were there for like a week.
Yeah, we were there a long time.
Oh yeah, I was there for a personal trip and a business trip.
Yeah, and then
so that's why my allergies got kicked up
you
really
were dying.
bad. I was dying.
You were really dying.
Yeah, Steve has photos of me in the convention center with my face down on stuff.
This is a side note, but I just learned something, and I want you to try it out because you do have allergies.
Yeah.
Do you like honey?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so
I really do.
Ava and I went to a beekeeper's house, and we shot a video, and this dude like knows his shit, and he dropped a gem on us, and he said people who have allergies, like let's say where you live, and again, I don't know if this is science, I didn't Google it, but it sounded right. Where you live, let's say you're allergic, like there's pollen in the air or whatever bullshit that makes you all snotty and gross, nasty ass.
Yeah.
He says to get local honey, so in the same area. So, like, let's say I'll use an example.
Really?
Let's say your neighbor was a beekeeper. You want to eat that honey because it will fix your allergies because the bees are pollinating in the same things that are causing you to.
That's no way. How much would you have to consume for that to work?
I have no idea.
That's brilliant, though.
He sold us on it, and he knew his shit.
So you should buy my honey
at honey.3.com, motherfucker.
Put in your zip code.
Damn, I almost got scammed. Did I tell you I got scammed before? Like on some shit like that?
No way, really?
Yeah, I sent my BlackBerry off to China. Or was it Indonesia? I don't know where I sent it, but they got me. And they took all my money.
Wait, what were they doing?
So I was trying to get rid of my BlackBerry.
This dates it so far.
This dates it far. I was trying to get rid of my BlackBerry, and I think this is like when I don't even think the iPhone was out yet. I think I was just trying to get I was trying to get a Sidekick.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't work time frame wise. But let's just go with it.
So where you send it to?
I tried to sell it on Craigslist or eBay, one of those, and I got an email from PayPal, and it was like, hey, we got your money, but it's on hold. First, you have to send it to this zip code and send us the tracking number, and we'll release your money. And I was like, oh, that sounds good. And it looked like a PayPal email. Yeah. Like, when you get an email from a company, it's official. There's a header. Their email is like at paypal.com or some shit. It looked good, and I was like, yeah, this sounds about right. It's weird. I've shipped out thousands of things before, and I've never had to do that. But you know what? This one time, I'm going to go for it. Wow. And I sold it for like $750.
No.
Yeah.
Wow,
and
that's how they get you.
That's a lot of money now. So imagine even as like a 14-year-old. I was like, fuck, I'm never going to have that much money in my life.
Yeah.
But I go to the post office and I ship it to the address, and I'm still like, this is kind of weird, but I didn't really talk to anybody about it. I should have, being 14. But I get the tracking number, and then I email it back, and then I don't get any emails. Yeah. And I didn't get my money. I was like, what the fuck is happening? Up. So then I go back to the email, the original email. And you know how like on Gmail, when it says something, it doesn't say the email, it says the person's name. Uh-huh. So I click on that, and it was like support PayPal.com and then some random website. So, like, because they had PayPal in their name,
oh,
they fucking got me.
That's how they really did it, huh?
And they stole.
What year was that?
Whatever. I can't do math.
How old were you?
About 14.
Yeah, I remember there was this website about like they'll send you like an iPhone, but it would work for Metro PCS because that's what we had in the Bay.
That doesn't sound like a scam, though, does it? That sounds like Metro PCS.
No, but the iPhone never had a Metro. They would never have an iPhone or Metro PCS.
That's true.
And it looks like an iPhone.
I'm still falling for the shit.
Yeah.
God damn. Maybe I'm too trusting.
Too trusting of things on the internet.
I don't know. I feel like I'm pretty good at that. I'm pretty.
Yeah.
I had one time a scammer called me, and I think Sam was home.
I remember that.
Were you there?
No.
Oh, I just told you?
Yeah.
But, like, I talked to him for, like, 15 minutes. I had a good time. Like, if they're trying to fuck with me, I'm going to fuck with you as well.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to give you my money anymore.
I don't know how to explain this story. I don't know. Do we have time for it?
We have all the time.
Okay. So I was in San Francisco recently, and I found this guy. Have I told you about this?
Well, you've only told that you were in San Francisco, so no. I don't know.
And I found that I was, like... it was because I was shooting the IGN show and I was flying up there every week. This is
flex.
Like, I mean, flex. it was for work, so I had to get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to fly all the way out to San Francisco to come back the next day. So it was very tiring. So after one of those days of getting up really early in the morning to get on an airplane and fly to San Francisco to film all day, I got off to go to my hotel, which was right next to the mall in San Francisco. And I was like, holy snacks, this is perfect. But I was very tired. And also John and them were there because they drove up to San Francisco that week. So I was like, wow, it's so fun to hang out with my friends.
John's everywhere.
Yeah, and I was letting him stay at my family's house while I was in the Bay. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go out to the mall. And it's like raining. And I was like, okay, whatever. I'm just going to go into this. I know that you just come out through this mini mall and you're in the mall. So I'm going through this mini mall that I think is the mall for like 15 minutes and it's not the real mall.
Wait, what do you mean you think it's the mall?
Yeah, I thought that I was in the mall, but I was in like a Macy's. I thought it was a Macy's that connected to the mall.
Macy's will get you.
Yeah, right. You thought it was the mall, but it was just like, or whatever it is over there. And then I was like, all right. I walked out and it was cold and it was raining, but like it was still enough that I could be outside. And I was like, oh, I'm starting to get really tired because I've been up since really early. And then I heard this beautiful horn, and I was like, whatever. I'm still gonna find the mall. Couldn't find the mall.
Beautiful horn.
Yeah, somebody was playing the horn. They were like, they were just playing the horn. And I was like, this is beautiful. I think I showed you that. Or maybe I didn't.
Like some dude in the alley just playing like a trumpet or something.
Yeah, and I was like, this is the most beautiful, like as if I'm in New York stuff, but I was in San Francisco. And I was like, well, whatever.
Should have sampled it.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. And then I was like, all right, I'm just going to go back to my hotel. Couldn't find my hotel because my phone wasn't working, but I was like, I know it's just on this block, so I have to walk wherever. And I was like, you know what? I've been walking for so long, I'm just going to go to that horn. I'm going to follow it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I followed it all the way to the horn. And
please tell me it was God.
It was really good. I recorded it on my phone.
Really?
And I was like, this is so beautiful. It was just this man and this woman in this white coat that was as long as her body. And I was like, oh, they're just like...
Did you secretly record it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I can't show myself that I'm recording this. So I did. And I was like, these people would be so upset if like I didn't have any change. I was like, I can't give them any money. But then the lady came up to me and she was like, can you help us out?
Oh shit.
I know. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I have to. This is the only way that I can pay for this. So I'm like, okay. So we start walking towards the mall.
Right.
And then I noticed that she has a dog.
Why are you walking towards the mall with them? Are you like, let's go to the ATM machine?
Yeah. I was like, okay, can I buy you guys some food? And she said yes. And then I was like, okay. She was like, you can buy me anything. And she's like, so she starts. We start walking towards the mall, and I was like, she really knew what she was doing. And I noticed she had a dog with her. And then I was like, okay. And then she was like, then what happened after that? Oh, so she starts walking me down the street, and remember, it's lightly raining, and she's like, can I give you my coat? And I'm like, this lady is killing me.
Oh no, too much.
I know, too much. I'm like, you're doing too much. And then I was like, there was a KFC, and I was like, can I buy you some food from there? And
don't like chicken.
She was like,
Oh really?
She was like,
wait, hold on. She said, you can buy me whatever you want.
Yeah.
You want KFC? What the fuck?
Then so we like, I still haven't really looked at this lady. And then we get to an ATM. I was like, can I give you some money? And then she was like, yeah. And then we get
you were going to get robbed. What are you doing?
I know. I'm so fucking crazy for this. And then she looks at me, and finally I could see some light on her, and one of her eyes is just completely gray. This is like a really scary looking old woman.
Oh my God, you saw a witch.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
Holy shit.
I hand her the $20 from the ATM. She kisses me on the cheek.
Oh my God.
And then runs away.
What the fuck?
I lost my mind.
When was this?
This was less than a month ago, a month and a half ago.
Are you, first off,
I know this is terrible. This is absolutely terrible.
You don't walk with a stranger.
You don't.
And say, there's an ATM, can I get you some money?
Can I finish the story? I know.
Please,
there's a million things I did wrong.
Please.
So I audibly laughed because she ran away. I've never seen an old person like that run away.
How old are we talking?
She had a blonde. Her hair was completely white. She had one of her eyes was completely
like 60s,
white.
70s?
She was old as fuck and definitely super homeless.
Wow.
And so
and homeless.
I'd assume so at that point. I noticed that she didn't have anything, but she had a dog.
Shit.
So I walked back towards the horn man because he's still playing. I was like, this can't be true. Because I'm as flabbergasted as you are, but more because it happened to me.
Right.
And I was like, did you know that lady in the white jacket? And he said, lady in the white jacket?
Oh my God.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, I know.
You got duped.
I got duped so bad.
Wow.
When she said, can you help us out? She was talking about her dog.
Oh my God. What if it was a ghost?
It was a witch, and I know exactly where I'm putting that.
Did he see her?
He claimed, don't do this to me, man.
Did he see her, though? Because he said, what woman?
You're right. You're fucking spooking me. It was a witch, though. It was a witch, and she kissed me. And I think something happened to me that night. I went back into my hotel and showered, and I was flabbergasted for like at least a cool 2 hours.
Whoa.
But this was like...
okay, so let's back up a little bit.
It was a witch, though, dude.
Why do you walk with a stranger?
I woke up let me remind you, I woke up super early that morning. So once you're awake for a certain amount of time, you're like doozy as fuck.
Yeah, I guess.
And I was walking through the malls. I was really like... And you know, I forgive myself. You don't have to tell me. I know this is the stupidest thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh god.
You're right, she could have robbed the fuck out of me. Yeah, and she ran away, dude.
Easily could have took all your money, dude.
Yeah. But wow. I underestimated her because like if it's a fight, I'm winning every single time. I could fight probably 12
So
of her.
hold on. You said you want KFC and she said So then you said you just want money?
Yeah, because I was at this point I'm walking with the old lady. I can't just walk away.
Yeah.
I know, Darren, I made several mistakes. And I feel very bad about giving her that $20 because I have no idea what she did with it. But obviously I know I'm hurt by this too. You're the third or fourth person I've told. Oh my god.
Yeah. Wait, so when the horn player said what woman? And
I know. I was like, this is the most Pee Wee Herman shit that's ever happened to me.
Did you then just walk away?
I went up to my hotel room and washed myself in hot water. That's why
and jerked off.
No, I didn't. I didn't. And I was in a hotel room, which is a perfect spot.
Best jerk.
Let me tell you, dude. The fact I went and put myself under so much hot water, and the whole time I'm laughing because this lady got me. You know how you know you got someone when they had to go burn themselves.
They had to.
I had to go burn. I had to scorch my face.
Holy shit.
She was.
You know how I think she was a ghost? She was probably like, "Is this motherfucker a ghost?" Because you're just doing. She was like, no one has ever done that.
Oh, let me tell you also why I think she got me. This is the reason why she really got me. I was wearing my Canada jersey. I have a jersey that says Canada on it, so she already knew I was in my feelings because I was from somewhere else. I'm from the Bay.
Damn.
I'm from Richmond. This shouldn't happen to me. I'm sorry, doggy.
She got you.
Yeah, I'm from Richmond. This shouldn't happen to me.
Holy fuck!
But I was working in the city.
Do you still have that horn recording?
Yes, I do.
Wow, you should put that somewhere.
Yeah, well, when its time comes.
Well, when it's time, we'll see. When I was in Chicago, there was street performers, and I was filming them, but from a distance. I was like maybe like 20 feet away filming them. But this is a crowded street. It's not like me, the fucking street players, and a witch. It was just me and everybody else in Chicago. And a bunch of people are passing, a lot of foot traffic, and I'm recording from like 20 feet away. So mind you, like they haven't even really made eye contact with me. They don't even know I'm there. But I was recording for like a minute because I was like, oh, this is beautiful. I want to remember this moment. This is awesome. I'm on tour. This is wonderful. And then I stop recording and I turn around and the drummer mid song gets up. Hey! And I'm like,
oh no.
What, you're not even going to tip us?
Oh!
And I was like, and I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, and I don't carry any money. I just have debit.
Most people
don't.
Like,
and I just turned up and started walking real fast.
Wow, really?
Like, I get it. I get that they were upset.
Yeah.
But this is a public street.
Yeah, you should have.
Like, yeah, you want
Darren,
tips.
you're tall. You should verbally altercate people.
I should
oh my god, you could have.
I understand it. Like, I get it. He's hustling for money.
That's true.
But, like, that's also kind of
You were just the last straw for him. I'm surprised he went after you like that.
Man, imagine if someone did that to his face. He probably would have, like, swung at him or
Yeah,
some shit.
I know.
Because he fucked up the whole song. The guitar player was like, oh, okay, we're
How many
stopping.
people were in this bar?
No, this is on the street.
Oh.
Street performer. Like, you know when you go to Santa Monica and there's people performing?
Oh, wow.
So we're on a crowded street in Chicago, like downtown, and street performers, and I'm like...
So he knew.
Yeah, so he was ready, and he was ready to fight.
Remember when you used to be obsessed with the drum circle?
Oh, yeah, I haven't been back. I'm really sad about that, because it's one of my happiest times going to the drum circle.
You know what? I can honestly say that, too.
It's fun, right?
I never went. I've only been once, and that was definitely when I was super in my brain. So it was definitely...
Who did we go with? Scott? Who did we go with?
I don't remember who we was with. I think it was Josh from FHP.
Oh, my God. That was the last time I saw him.
Yeah, me too.
Have you heard from him?
I think I texted him once, maybe a year or so after that.
Did he respond?
Yeah.
He's alive and well?
Yeah, I think he moved to New York, so now he's met so many people, I don't think he remembers.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
But in a different way, but he reminds me of Keith.
You know, I knew it was going to be somebody in that spectrum. You know what? Yeah, you're right. He is kind of like Keith.
And I don't know if that's just my memory now putting Keith into that, because they have similar personalities.
They do have similar personalities, though.
He was so cool.
His reaction to me as a person, yeah, you're right. He was like Keith.
I really miss him. Honestly.
Oh, I'm sure we could find him. We still have his... he was really cool.
What do you think he's like?
For listeners...
He was a very... Yeah, go ahead.
For listeners, when I worked in the T-shirt factory for Human Peoples, There was another person who was also printing.
You're nervous still.
I've been very nervous lately, ever since I've gotten close to finishing this shit. Yeah, he also worked next to me printing T-shirts, but then he moved away and we never saw him again.
He was a very interesting man.
Very interesting
Had
friend.
very interesting beliefs that weren't wrong by any means, but just very unique.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you remember that time.
Oh, I remember the time.
Yeah,
100%.
There's some people you could just say, do you remember that time?
Yeah. I remember the time.
We never did anything like that again.
There was a lot of memories in those years where you can easily just go, remember that time?
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to hit you with one. We talked about it recently. I'm going to give you very little information. We were moving. And someone from the office was helping us move.
Yes.
Do you remember that time?
I remember that time, yeah.
Oh, there's too many. Oh, I just fucked my shit up.
Oh, God. And that one is... did you not remember that when I brought that up? The when we were moving?
I didn't. I hadn't thought of it.
You hadn't thought about
years.
that in a year. Okay, yeah. And I had remembered that one a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so you make me remember things too.
Yeah, it's because we're different types of people, so we remember certain things.
Man, how did I forget that though? It makes me think about what are the things in my life that I've forgotten, but in the moment, they were such a powerful fucking memory or a time that I experienced.
We don't remember anything correctly. We only remember what we want to remember and build upon that.
Yeah, you change it. You change it slightly every time.
And that's what we were talking about that last time I was here. And I was like, if you're a person who's used to feeling bad, you will only remember the bad things. And the good things you remember, you will slowly bring into your negative energy.
You should listen to, you ever listen to like motivational
My
speakers?
father, oh goodness.
You know who Les Brown is?
No, I don't.
I want to shout Les Brown out. He doesn't fucking need it. He's a millionaire. He's amazing. Go home while you're driving home. Just type in Les Brown into YouTube.
Yeah.
Listen to one clip give him 5 minutes.
Is he a lover of life?
He is fucking incredible.
Yeah.
That's all I got to tell you.
Some of those dudes are like low-key magicians.
This dude reminds me of...
which is a cool thing to be.
This dude reminds me of your dad and your uncle put together.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! And that sounds interesting.
Live that for a little bit. Go experience that.
I don't even need to know. Only my sister would know, living in the house with both of them
all the time. Just always with them.
Yeah, I've never had that opportunity, so I don't know what that's like.
Fuck, there was something I wanted to say.
Oh yeah, I mean motivational. I forgot what we were motivating about.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think we should go to the question.
Hit it, Daren.
Wait, hold on, motherfucker. We got to do some stuff that we used to do that we're not doing anymore. Well, now we're doing it. We brought the podcast back, and we want people to hear it. So please do one of two things, or both. It's up to you how much time you got. Go to iTunes and review the show. Let people know that you had a good time listening to it. If you had a good time listening to it, I think if you vote it 5 stars, is that how the rating system works still, Will?
Thank you. I'd really appreciate it.
I would appreciate that. And then
we want to get this going and growing.
Number 2, if you used to listen to this podcast with a friend, maybe that friend doesn't know we're back. So give them a call. Let them know. Let them know that DVG and Willie Haynes says what's up, and we're doing this again.
Okay.
Is that bad? Did I mess up?
I only got a couple monikers. Just get them. I'm like, on here, I'm William Haynes.
William Haynes. Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yeah, so I did it. And then I think that's it. We're gonna
hit it, Daren.
You ready? Woo! Okay. Woo! Huh, huh. Were you not ready? What happened?
I thought we were gonna do like a save.
Oh, we're back.
Ah,
shit. Sorry, I got a little hype on that.
Yeah,
your ears okay?
Yeah, that was the question song because we have emails from people.
It's good. It's funky.
Yeah, I really like it. Shout out to Cutting Class on Twitter.
I wonder what's that
producer.
Sample? That's a sample.
Yeah, I don't know.
Tell.
You'd have to ask Grant.
Grant?
Yeah.
Hey, Grant, let me know.
He's my producer in the UK, and he's incredibly talented.
Interesting. Yeah. Do you got producers all over?
Low key, yeah.
Do you have any in them face to face?
Yeah,
Oh, you do?
Definitely, yeah. My friend Sterling, who's
that's right, Sterling,
who's made me what you said, the Disneyland shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he's out of the producers you work with. He's my favorite of yours.
I really believe you and him could be friends
because he has a good vibe.
Yes, he does. I really think that you and him could be friends.
Where does he live?
In Santa Monica.
Oh wow.
I really love his house. He's so emotional because this is what it kills me. I'll be like, I have this idea for this song, and he'll be like, I can't. I can't right now. He's so holistic about this shit. Like, he has to do it the right way. And it's so opposite of me, who's like, I'm mad about someone who gave me a wrong look. We gotta go make this song now. He will never do that with me.
So he feels it 100%.
Yeah, that's why I think the stuff that I make with him is legit. Yeah.
What is he doing right now? Not like in this moment, but like, is he working on stuff? Are you working with him? Or?
I mean, he told me a couple weeks ago, he was like, I can't do this anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
producing music? Wait, you did tell me this.
Yeah, but we're back on and we're making a couple things. Yeah.
There you go.
It really hurts me. It's like he breaks up with me.
Wow. When he says, I can't do it.
Yeah, and it's like,
I wonder what that feels like for him.
I mean, he's just really into music. He's real about it.
Because he's valid, like that. That's how he feels. He's not lying. He's not bullshitting. But I wonder, like, what that feels like to him. It's just like his body's telling him that's the wrong direction to go in right now.
Yeah, he just doesn't. He doesn't overexert himself. Like, he only does it when it feels. You know how you were talking to me about how I only do some things sometimes. He also only does things sometimes. Yeah, it's
he's. It seems like he's very. What's the word I'm looking for? He's very self-aware about his time and his energy and his skill.
Yeah, and his skill.
And he only wants to give it away when he thinks it's worth it. Not to say your music isn't, but like at that time, he was like, that's not what I want to focus on.
Yeah, and it's not like he's like has a bunch of people he's working with. Like, he just is like, right now, that's what I want to do, and that's all I want to do. And then
he's like a bear. He wants to hibernate.
Yeah, he's like, but like, because I come from the YouTube world where we're like, yeah, Sterling the Bear.
Sterling the Bear.
As you and I know from YouTube world, we want to make shit every single day.
Yeah, and we want it up now.
Yeah, and that's why I have my friend Corey, who the tracks are just endless, where we're just like, we're in more of a regular grinding, and he lives in Virginia. And it's so being off with hours for people, but I make certain types of songs.
Do you like Skype session, or what do you do?
Yeah, I FaceTime him today. We just like talk. I just tell him really with these people, this is why I love them. I tell them how I'm feeling, and they're like, you know what, I know what you're talking about. And then like either I make an acapella and to like a snap, and then they put some stuff under it. I mean, I'm talking too much about it, but yeah,
no, that's fine.
Yeah, but yeah, we just there's a bunch of different ways we try to like produce together.
I don't think I've ever preferred or liked producing with people. I mean, I've done it, but I don't like producing over the internet. Not that I have a lot of experience doing it in person, because my luck has not been that. Everyone that I find that I like is either too far away or whatever the issue is.
It is hard to find people.
But I like working in the same room. Like, I've experienced that this year, working in the same room with a different, like with artists or with producers or whatever. And it's different, man. Like, it really, not that it like changed my writing or anything like that, but like, let's say I'm writing and I'm struggling on a part, like they throw an idea, and even if I don't use that specific idea, it'll spark something else. And it's just like, it's all about having a team. Like,
that's what it really is about.
Having a team is so important.
Music is extremely collaborative, and
even anything though, like, or not anything, but a lot of things. Like, every successful person, especially in the entertainment industry, all they ever say is my team.
Yeah, I know, my team,
motherfucker, my team.
And I've been thinking about it. I want to integrate it even more. I don't know what I would do if I had all my team in one house. And I'm including the video team. It would be.
Oh, you're saying living together?
Or no, just everybody was like, all right, we have a week. I would probably die.
That would be so fucking cool.
I'd die. Especially having Grant from the UK, like that would really, I'd hurt my feelings.
Like Chance, when he made Coloring Book, they all slept in the studio. There was just a bunch of cots in the studio.
Wow.
And they actually like slept there and stayed there for I don't know how long. But they just like, all they did was make music. Yeah. And I think that's so fucking cool. Like,
yeah, I've never, you are more of a late night person than me. But like the way I absorb my music energy from the daytime. I mean, I've definitely recorded a lot at night, especially during like the winter times. But like, I feel like when I want to record is during the day. But there are people like, we were in the studio till 6 a.m. I've never like...
Yeah, well, I couldn't do that. I mean, I don't think I could. I've never experienced that. I also realized that for years I've wanted to record in studios. And I was like, damn, I'm super intimidated. I've only done it once.
Yeah.
But I realized that, I like recording at home. I like recording in my space. Yeah. I want my space to grow, and I want to get like all these synthesizers and keyboards and things of that nature. But I like recording where I sleep because
That's you, yeah.
because it's where I'm the most me.
Yeah, and it's really a you vibe, and self-expression is good when it's you. So that's how you is. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like my first one, you only went to that studio once that I did Tunnel Vision.
Yeah, once.
That was fun doing it when we had a studio.
Cool.
Yeah,
it was hot as fuck that day though. Remember the AC was broken?
It was always hot in there. I loved it though, but it was cool.
Mango sticky rice.
Yeah, that's where that first came from. Yeah.
Wow, that was a while ago.
Yeah, that was 2016.
Briefly, I just want to say I'm coming out with a record on September 8th. Yeah. It's called Bad Week, and if you're listening to this, it's probably out. If it's not, it'll be out very soon. Yeah. I produced it, I wrote it, and I really enjoy it. I feel like it's the first time that I'm really like, I'm developing my sound. Like,
I just remember,
God damn it, this is the third time I've done this.
Yeah. Which one? I don't know which one this is. You showed me a couple tracks, but
I've showed you it. It was the first one. Remember the one with the bass?
Yes.
And you're like,
good.
okay, you got that bass line in there. Okay.
Yes.
I noticed that. I realized I need to be playing real instruments.
Yes, you do. And dude, you've been slapping the bass for years.
I know. I've been not just. I'm like I should be way better than I am because I've been playing for like fucking 14 years. Yeah. But if you took my skill level, I'm probably at like a player who's been playing for a year. Yeah. But I've been playing 14 years.
No, I mean, I've seen you play it a lot, and maybe just it could be nostalgia reasons. Like, I also feel that way about my sister playing piano. But no, I know you've always been good on the bass. That's why I was really happy when you incorporated it.
Yeah,
so cool.
It's just, I don't know, it's a different process, and it feels better. I for like pretty much this whole year up until like 2 months ago, my biggest problem in life was I didn't have a producer. I was so upset about it. I was like, fuck, I live in LA. How come I bet you in my apartment complex there's 20 producers. Like, honestly, I could probably say I guarantee it.
Yeah, you got to find the right vibe.
But I was like, I can't fucking find anybody. Every producer I find, all they make is trap beats. And I'm like, I don't want to make trap music. So it's like, it's very hard to find someone. And if you do find somebody that's good, it's like, if you're not friends with them already, they want to charge you hella, or they're only about the money. We know a couple of them only about the money. Yeah. So it's like, it's hard to foster those relationships.
Sterling will not make trap music.
Yeah, see? And I've worked with a producer, too, who was like, I will fucking never do that. And I think that's cool, because they're staying true to them. They're not just trying to make a song that's going to be on a radio. Yeah. Like, I want to just make music.
Yeah. So when does it come out?
September 8th.
On what?
On everything.
On everything.
Oh, but here's what I want you to do, because I if you've been listening to this podcast for a while, you know that I'm always trying to finesse things. When it comes out September 8th, what I want you to do is I want you to go to Spotify. Yeah. And I want you to type in DVG Bad Week. And I want you to put that song in a playlist. Any playlist, but just save it to a playlist. Because if we can get a lot of people to do this, there's a chance that Spotify might feature it. Because that's the way they view things is...
I think that's happened to me before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like Crack of Dawn is in people. They're like, oh, this was in my playlist all of a sudden.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Well, our music has been in Discover Weekly. So that's always cool. Yeah. But I want it to be featured in like a Spotify playlist because those has really like fucking millions of followers, and I've seen so many careers blow up. I
just want people to know our stories.
But yeah, go check out Will's Spotify. And is it William Haynes?
It is for now.
Oh shit! It's William Haynes for now.
It's Will Haynes for now.
And then check out DVG and
I didn't know about that. Thank you, Daren, for the knowledge. Yeah, well, kind of, but yeah. I forgot we did this to open up the questions.
We did, so that means I'm gonna hit this shit one more time.
Okay, hit it, Daren. Woo! Hey! And I know you. Oh, you know I actually wrote something to that a long time ago.
I fucked up.
But that's okay.
While Will's loading up the question, if you want to send us something, shootintextback@gmail.com. We usually record on Sunday nights, so that's probably the best time to send it.
Yeah. And it comes out on that Monday.
Hell yeah.
Which one of these questions should I read first?
Follow your heart.
I like how I was like, times. Don't worry, Daren. I am the one that will handle the
Follow
question.
your heart at all times.
I always do. And it's hard, and it hurts, and it's painful sometimes when people bring up shit that you didn't have to.
I get it.
I was in my zone.
I get it.
This is from William Oman.
Ooh.
So, guys, good to have y'all back.
Hell yeah.
I'm feeling like I need a female to pursue. I could really use some of your great advice on finding that one girl whom I can spend all my time not talking to.
She's sugar walls.
Thanks.
Oh, that was a good joke, by the way. I really liked that. When I read it the first time, I laughed. How he says, what do you say? Spend all my time ignoring?
I forgot already.
Me too. But here's what I'm going to say. I'm trying to figure out your situation. I need a little more context, but I'm just going to use my imagination.
I feel like this is so classic. This question is like the
most... it really is. It's kind of like the epitome of what she didn't text back.
Yeah.
Like the idea of it.
Uh-huh.
And then it kind of like turned into whatever it is
That's
now.
so funny.
How do you find a girl?
I
go to the
still
library.
don't know.
You still don't know?
I still don't know.
Year later, and you still are unsure.
I still know none of these things.
Well, okay, so tell me this though. From your experiences with females, what has been successful? Don't think about the things that you've been rejected or didn't work out. Think about the times that it's been successful.
Yeah,
how did that shit work?
I told myself recently, I was like, I had to accept that I have some success in that category.
Yeah.
There are good things when you are yourself naturally, and good things.
That's
happen.
the theme of this week's podcast. Yeah. Be yourself.
Be yourself. It really is, and it's so true.
And it's so hard though.
And it's so nice when somebody loves for you.
And I want.
And that's the most beautiful thing.
I really want to stress this for the people who, because we're saying be yourself, and it seems like we have that figured out, but we don't. Every day it's a struggle. But I want you to know that it is very hard to be yourself. There's certain friend groups who I cannot be myself. I just don't know how to do it. It fucking pains me. When you know the friends, and we know. No. I mean, I'll tell you later. Okay. But this friend group, I can't be myself. I can't be this person. I can't be like a goofy. I feel like I'm very like.
This is what it does to you.
Posture sitting up straight. Yeah. I don't know. I can't let loose around them.
Yeah. I think the game to me is how do you be yourself amongst these people. It's hard to. I see a lot of people. They're like, I have to morph myself into this to be with them. Mm-hmm. It's hard to morph yourself into you there. Yeah, finding how to be you under these guidelines. It's very difficult.
What do you do though if you've been friends with these people for years?
And you've been doing that.
You've just been the person, the tense person.
Yeah.
If all of a sudden you break out into the weird person and they look at you weird, what do you do?
I think you have to keep on breathing and accept it. Oh. I think people get used to it after a while.
They really do.
If you, I mean, as long as you're willing to commit.
After you do it 2 times, it becomes the norm.
Yeah.
Like I remember back in the day, before there was skinny jeans, I wore girl pants. And I had to go to Ross and buy them. And this is like 2005, maybe 2006. And my brother, I lived with him at the time. And it was the first day of school. And I had bought these girl pants by myself a day prior. And I looked in the mirror, and I was wearing them. And I was like, wow, this looks cool. Like, I'm really happy with it.
Why? So you put them on later?
Yeah, I didn't put them on until the morning of school. So I put them on, I look in the mirror, and I know my brother takes me to school, so I know he's downstairs waiting for me. And I was so nervous to go downstairs because...
But you did it.
But I did it. But I thought he was going to make fun of me.
And he didn't?
Well, he did the first 2 times.
First 2 times.
After the 3rd time, it became norm. So all I'm saying is... keep doing it, and eventually people will...
I mean, if that's how you feel about you, do it. It's hard.
That wasn't his question, though. His question was...
Yeah, how do you get... I don't know.
I think they kind of answered it. I don't know.
I mean, people always say it's be yourself, but how do you really do that though? I really don't know. I find that LA is quite a loveless city, and that's why I love women.
It kind of is.
And I have a lot of feelings, so it's really hard for me to find someone who's also like I have this many feelings, and they don't live in like Missouri and go to church every day.
Yeah, when you say LA is a loveless city, the reason why I agree is because a lot of people are dating and things like that, and people are lonely or whatever. But if you go to Middle America, people find someone and stay with them forever.
Yeah, they really love people. They love each other. And what that means is you become blind to the other things.
Yeah.
People in LA really look at you for what you are. Mm-hmm. And she's like, you know what? You're not doing as much as I thought you were going to do. I'm going to go be with someone who can do as much as I want to do.
Here's the thing that's okay. Here's the thing about LA. And I've noticed this for years, but it really, really happened this one time, and it really clicked for me. I'm trying to not give away too many details. Yeah. I was at a place, and there was people there that I had never met before, but everybody was friendly. But I was doing something for somebody, so I kind of looked like a, like when there's like a worker.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, oh, I'm going to respect you, but I'm not really going to talk to you or look you in the eyes because you're a worker. Yeah. Like that type of vibe. It wasn't that. It was more low key. But anyways, I was doing a job at this place, and I had met these people for the first time, and they were very kind. But after asking me my name, they didn't ask anything else. And about 2 hours went by. And then eventually we all are sitting down taking a break.
Yeah.
And they asked me, oh, so what do you do? And I told them what I did. Referring to my day job. And then I was like, but I only do that enough to pay rent. Here's what I really do. And here's what I've really done. And when I shared that, and I shared the specifics that I can tell you more about later, they started treating me different.
Oh, yeah.
Then they started talking and caring who I was, and like they actually wanted to know more about me, and they started like congratulating me, and I don't know, they instantly quote unquote became my friends, and it felt so gross to me. I was like, oh, they only before they found out what I did, they didn't care about me at all.
Yeah,
they just looked at me and go, oh, cool.
See, because I'm daft, I feel like I may have taken that differently than you. When people are willing to be nice to me, I feel like sometimes I might take it for granted too often. Because I just, deep down, I want to be everybody's friend. So sometimes I've seen people switch on me all the time.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be everyone's friend too.
Yeah, I know, but I think when it's big behind false walls.
Yeah, the second I saw that, it was just so gross to me. And I was like, damn, you only want to be my friend because there is something that could potentially get you further in whatever you have going on.
You know what? I say I'm victim of allowing it at times.
You're what?
I'm victim of allowing it. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, it's like, okay. If somebody wants to, you have to know though, if someone wants to grow something, if somebody wants to build something, I'm down.
You're down to help build.
I'm down to help build. Yeah, but I'm not really a hangouty person, so
Yeah, I could see that. I could see both sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we answered your question.
Yeah, so that's how you get girls.
So yeah, let me just do that step by step, really break that down, write it down, look at the semantics, and just really like believe that you can do this.
Yeah.
And if you look at these every single day,
yeah,
you'll have a girlfriend.
Yeah. I really do fall in love a lot though. So I feel like if I move back to the Bay, I might actually fall in love with somebody a lot.
I'm trying to move to New York.
Dude, me too. I really am. I'm still serious about it. And I know when I want to do it.
Really?
Yes, I do.
What, like a date or what?
Yeah.
Like a specific date?
I know when I want to be there by. I know what's going to happen. But you never know. We don't know what's going on in the east side of okay.
Yeah. I really want to move there, though.
But yeah, it'll be dope.
I was listening to Hannibal talk on a podcast, on Joe Rogan podcast, and he lives in Chicago. And Joe Rogan asked him a question and said, "Man, you really deal with those winters in Chicago?"
I know.
And Hannibal said, "Nah, when it's winter time, I just go somewhere warm."
Exactly.
And I was like, God damn, that is so incredible.
That's really
imagine that.
I know. I think about that.
You can just it's cold here.
Yeah.
I want to go to Hawaii or wherever the fuck. You can just do that.
You really can.
And he's like, yeah, if I'm doing a show in like Ohio or something or wherever, Kansas, and I check the weather and it's cold in Chicago, I just call downstairs, the front desk. He said the front desk. I call the front desk, and I tell him to extend my flight for 2 more days.
And they will do that for you.
I don't know why he said the front desk. I guess hotels
do that. They probably do that.
If you're a celebrity, maybe?
I think they might just also do a bunch of stuff we don't know because we don't ask.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's
I love
true.
to not ask.
Oh, what if he's just calling and just like, they better do it? Or in hopes that they do it?
No, I think that's probably something that some hotels offer.
Sir, we don't do that, actually. We can bring you some fresh towels.
Some fresh towels.
But I'm not calling American Airlines.
I have a totally different perspective on hotels and airplanes after working, like, every week having to get on one for a job.
You don't like it now?
No, it's not fun at all. I mean, thank you so much for the opportunity. I've really had a great time. Airplanes and hotels are only fun on vacation. When you're going to do something, it's like, I got to get on this huge transportation piece.
You were doing it too much.
Yeah.
Every week, right?
Every week. And then come back the next day.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
Yeah, but I had a great time doing the show, but the cost was like, airplane.
Because like getting into a hotel, the best time is always the first night. And you've been out or whatever. I don't know if you went out partying or whatever you did.
You know what I do.
Yeah. But going right into the room and just getting right into that bed, they're always the best beds.
They're the best beds in the world.
If you're in a hotel, they're in the best bed.
And honestly, any hotel I've been at, all kinds, it's always good to get.
You ever been at like a Motel 6 though?
No, it's been a minute.
Yeah, those. I've been in some of those.
You don't want to get in those beds.
See, it's when you feel like I should check this shit before I get in it. You know you're not in a good place.
Yeah,
I've honestly like felt like, oh, there might be blood in these sheets at a place that I've stayed at before.
Believe it.
Honestly, not a bad sleep though. I would do it again. Honestly, not a bad sleep. Once you look and there's no bed bugs, you're good.
Yeah, I stayed in so many. I couldn't even name the weirdest one. Honestly, the one where I had to wash my face off because the witch kissed me. That was one of the weirdest ones. But yeah, there's no love in those. Man. There's no love in hotels.
Oh, there is no love.
So like, you know how you're like, someone's cooking in the kitchen, like there's no love. But there was this one that I stayed at in the W in San Francisco where I was like, all right, time for me to go to sleep, turn off lights. And there's a red Buddha that's glowing red in a breathing light. And I was like, this is the trippiest thing.
In the room?
And actually, I'm sorry, it's a Budai, not a Buddha.
In the room?
In the room. Right from the
Whoa.
bed, you just look up and you see it. And I was like, well, I'm not turning that off.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it really was. So that was the most loving thing I'd ever seen in a hotel.
It's interesting that you say, where's the love? I started watching a show called Ballers. The Rock is in it. It's like his football show or whatever.
Oh, yeah, he's advertising it all the
Fucking
time.
incredible.
I'm
But
sure.
anyways, there's a player, this is not a spoiler, but there's a player, if it is, I don't give a fuck. There's a player who is like the big dog in the league, and he's looking for a new team. Like he's transferring teams.
Yeah.
I don't really know the terminology, but
One-upping.
so he's going to each city. He's flying to each city, and he meets with the coach, and they're offering him like stupid amounts of money, like $20 million for like 2 years or something like that. And this one team, this meeting was perfect. You know, the coach was amazing to him. It was a really nice location. They offered him the most out of all the teams. And he looked at him and he said, "But where's the love?"
Oh.
And he, like, when he told his manager that he didn't want it, he was like, there was no love. Like, they gave him everything but love. And he went to a different team, and they threw, like, a fucking parade for him or some shit. Like, he wanted to feel, not only did he want the money, but he wanted to feel like this was going to kind of feel like home, because he's moving to a new state. You know, I never thought of that perspective of, like, I guess if you're an athlete and you have to move your entire life to a whole new city to play on this team, you want to make sure that you're
It's somewhere you love.
Yeah, it's somewhere you love. The players, like, what if all your teammates hate you?
Yeah, I know, right?
Which
is
probably
kind of
happens.
is a thing. There's sometimes I actually don't like him that he's on my team.
Yeah, right?
We should make a basketball thing. I actually
basketball
actually
team?
just looked at that clip that we made back in the day where I was playing basketball and I was wearing that red outfit, remember? And you had the camera real low and it was like, oh, let's get your head in the game.
Oh my god. Oh shit, yeah. I haven't been to that park in a long time.
Yeah.
You know, there's like a skate park and everything there now.
Is there?
There's a skate park at
There
that
is,
park.
huh? Yeah, because I have been back to that
and
park.
I think a soccer field.
Yeah,
They're really trying to up Reseda.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all that area is good.
Shout out to Reseda. I need to make a song called Reseda.
Our best apartment was in Canoga Park.
Hell yeah. And I'll tell you the address right now.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Do I know?
honestly don't
It was actually
remember.
apartment number 1.
Yeah.
That's all I know. Was
It
apartment
flooded,
number 1.
though, so you don't need to go there.
It flooded with Pete.
I honestly probably believe, I believe that they didn't even fix that. They probably just painted over it. Because you know how the ceiling was all fucked up?
Yeah.
Man, what a great
I
apartment.
remember that it was that night before I had moved the TV into my room, and that's so maybe.
Oh yeah, you did, and water got all over it.
Yeah, so maybe I did get a new TV. I don't know. I don't remember, but yeah.
Oh, you had to because that one broke.
Because I was trying to look at something.
But honestly,
with a
you
girl.
had that one for a month.
Oh, you're right.
You
I
had
had
just
just
bought
got it. Yeah.
Damn, that's when you had nothing and you finally allowed yourself to buy something
Yeah,
and then it broke.
Yeah.
Just your luck.
Yeah,
huh?
that was when it was just a mattress on the floor.
I went into your room the other day and you don't have a TV on the wall where
Yeah.
it looks like a TV's supposed to be hanging, but you just have a frame with a cardboard.
and what's in it?
I don't know what is in it.
I drew the United States of America.
Oh yeah, that's right.
But because I was just real impressed how well I did it on one try. I was like, this is my new
Did you
art.
never lift up the pen? You know how
No,
when
I
people
think I
do those
did.
type of drawings? Have
I
you
think I
seen
did.
those?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Those are incredible.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how you get a girl.
That's how you get a girl. Thanks, y'all, for listening. It's been a great podcast.
Yeah.
Love is real.
Love is real. Love exists.
I'm William Haynes.
I'm Daren Gerdner.
At Mr. William Haynes on Twitter.
At Daren Von Gerdner on Twitter, Instagram, whatever the fuck. Follow us on there. Let us know how you feel. Send us a question at sheetandtextback@gmail.com. Review us on the goddamn thing.
Please.
And
I appreciate it, though.
this is also on... People are asking... I got a lot of tweets. This is on SoundCloud as well. So if you go to soundcloud.com/sheetandtextback, and then the other is Spreaker.com/sheetandtextback, I believe. If not, you can Google it. But it's also on iTunes. Is that all? Did you?
People want it on Spotify, which we will have it on.
I don't know how to do that.
We will do that before next week. We definitely will.
Okay.
Oh, we want to be on the playlist, but we don't know how to put the gosh darn. Okay.
Yeah, I really don't know how to do that, but
Ian.
I'm gonna try my best. All
I
right,
bet
guys.
He's a smart dude.
Take care.
Love is real. Peace is kind.
Goodbye.